Way out the way, we've been to and from, every day I pray, she looking for the unicorn.
Loaded Luck's new album, Talk Dirty, available now.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Direct Rap Grid, and today we're going to talk about a very important card. Now, it's going down today, actually, at 2 p.m. in New York. It's already sold out. So if you want to see these battles I'm about to talk about, the only way to see them is on rapgrid.com. So RBE gets the footage together fast for the VOD. So probably within the next 48 hours, you'll be able to view all these battles I'm talking about on rapgrid.com. You'll see Rare Breed, the writers. Click on that. By this time, I think y'all know what to do. So yeah, RBE is doing a card that's going down today called Writers Volume 1. And the purpose of Writers is they want all the people who consistently write very well and translate very well on cam to be part of one event, right? These are all people that are hailed for their lyricism, or just they pen, as we say nowadays. I think it's a very great idea. We talk about it all the time. There's all these legends that just be tanking, right? Straight trust the process. Philadelphia 76ers just throwing the whole season away, right? And for the bread, you know what I mean? They're taking the fans' bread, and it's weird because you have obviously like the URLs. For years it's been URL, King of the Dot, Don't Flop, right? So whenever there's a gap or whenever there's a little space to come up, you know what I'm saying? Somebody has to be that person to be creative and step up and be ready to try to take one of those spots if somebody wavers a little bit, right? So kind of see Don't Flop isn't getting the same output, but they're overseas based league. But the way I look at it, as one of those top 3 spots in the near future, might be up for grabs depending on how things go. How long this is going to take, I don't know. I'm not making a statement like, yo, somebody's going to come in. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is everybody has to be prepared. And the problem that a lot of leagues have is they're just shadowing. Like, they're just completely following. They'll look at URL. They'll look at one of the top leagues and just be like, yo, we got to do what they're going to do if we're going to stay alive. So I commend people who take chances and do things outside the box. Now, I spoke to ARP on multiple occasions, and like, they're excited about this card. You know what I mean? Like, I think the future of battle rap is having small room environments and being able to broadcast those to the world the same way you would broadcast that large big stage environment. Why? Because I feel like the battles will be more potent. I talk a lot about creating storylines in battle rap, and it's hard to create those storylines just based off of like no arguments, no nothing, no history, just here, jump on the big stage. You know, I feel like small room battles create conversations that are quite different from the big stage battles. Big stage battles is like, oh, the crowd booed him. Oh, he was trash. Oh, he wasn't working the stage. Small room battles focus so much on your pen and your lyricism that I feel like if an MC is to lose, it humbles them. Like, you know, there's no bias. People aren't throwing tomatoes at you from the back row. It's not like that. It's a completely different type of environment. This is the environment that I love best, and this is the environment that I feel like has delivered some of the best classics in battle rap history. Now, these battles are fire, right? I'm going to start from the bottom of the card, and I'm going to go up. And we're going to break down every battle. Now, I know a lot of people, this is how a lot of blogs that y'all going to watch before you see some of this footage and go, yo, this battle is fire. Yo, he got it in. Now, what I'm trying to do is I want to like put a microscope on what everybody's been doing lately and really break down the battles. Hop in the comment sections. We're going to create a discussion about this, and we're going to see how it goes when that VOD drops. So you have Loso and J Murder. Loso's been on the street. Bullpen has done a great job of promoting Loso. Right, the freshman last year. He's one of the most talked about newer guys that's been, putting in work and getting good battles. My favorite Loso battle is probably Loso versus Excel, and he got the B-Dot coming up, which a lot of people are looking forward to. So, Jay Murder is in, I feel like, the most crucial part of his career right now, right? Because Jay Murder hasn't really crossed over. He hasn't really, like some of the people that have been battling as long as him, he hasn't really got a king of the dot look. Excuse my ESPN, but he hasn't really got a king of the dot look yet. And he hasn't, like I said, he just hasn't really crossed over into that crowd. But at the same time, he's on and off. He'll go from a really, really, really good battle where, you hear rumors about him getting the URL contract or what's he trying to do, this and that, to a battle where people don't receive that well. Like Floss the Boss battle, I feel like he had opportunity to get Floss up out of there, and the burp was the most impactful thing in that battle. But, looking at some of his other battles, the potential is there, and he just seems like he just has yet to get over the hump. I think Loso is Jay Murder's final test. Why? Because if Jay Murder can't have a classic with Loso or just beat him, I believe that people in positions of power might not be willing to give Jay Murder that next big shot. When there's a big name willing to come into one of these RBE small room battles, do you give him to Jay Murder or do you give him to someone else a little bit newer that has more fan favor to show out? That's what I just think this is crucial for Jay Murder. That being said, man, you know what's funny about battle rap is you have these like mirror matches where people kind of resemble each other. For some reason, it's like a more fire battle, and fans like it more. Like you got two fat people, two Spanish people, two Asian people. Like it always goes down. But with that being said, it's like Jay Murder kind of looks like the New York version of Loso. It's weird, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's my battle rap superstition saying this battle would be fire. But I just think that unless Loso crumbles underneath that New York pressure and just having a whole bunch of people bark on him in this type of environment and yelling, "Homie, homie," if he crumbles under that and he's like, "Yo, come on, you talking about rapping, da 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 da," and he loses focus, he's gonna lose. But I don't know if I really foresee him doing that. Loso's great, and I feel like the Christian thing, I feel like all the Christian rappers right now, I feel like the Christianity thing is like, it's helping them. You know what I mean? I feel like it could have incapacitated them, but they're coming up with dope and creative ways to not be like, "Oh, I'm Christian, you should be one too." Like I just feel like the crowd is failing Christianity right now. So Jay Murder's gonna have to say some wild, disrespectful things about Loso's church to win this battle. I have Loso 2-1. Because I feel like Loso doesn't just go all 3 rounds and just straight murder somebody most of the time. It's usually like he'll give you some jabs, then he'll take off. But I'm interested to see how Jay Murder's aggression and just in your face and what it did to do and burping and shit, if this shit is going to affect Loso at all. But I say Loso 2-1. I don't know if this is going to be the first battle, but I think it would be a great introductory battle just to get the crowd into it and just get the feeling and the building going. So Loso 2-1. And just mark my words on this. If Loso definitively wins and his New York buzz is crazy, leagues are going to start trying to steal him full time. You know what I mean? He's already traveled. He's already done King of the Dot. But watch out. You might see Loso's name on a couple big cards, because I believe that this is just the timing of this one. This is the one that a lot of league owners are going to be paying attention to. So we have QP versus Craig Lamar. Not clean paper QP. We're talking about quantum physics. SONS, we the best. Excuse Khaled. QP. Now, Craig Lamar from Florida, shout out. He's very, very nice. He has a different delivery. He has different type of lines. He has the genetic makeup of a great battle rapper. he should have been Rookie of the Year 5 seasons ago. Now, Craig Lamar's problem is he always kills it and then chokes. Like, he's just one of them dudes that has a problem remembering all his material. And it happens at the worst times. Like, he'll be up in a battle. He'll be in the middle of a classic and just... Now, what helped him a lot is JC battle. JC is astro projecting right now. Like, he's super taking off. And that battle was at the right time. But I don't know if... Let's say I'm putting up money on a battle. I can never put it on Craig Lamar. I just can't trust that he's gonna get it popping. Even though he's nice, he's like a crowd favorite. Like, he, no matter where he's at, he connects with every single crowd. You know what I mean? But he just can't remember all the time. QP, man. QP is like a lyrical mad scientist. That's the best way to, you know, talk about him. He can freestyle, he can pause, he can talk to people in the crowd. The only issue with QP is that I feel like some people think he's on one and they take him as a joke. And even though he'll be cooking, it's like easy to say that QP lost because it seems like QP doesn't care, right? This QP is a perfect person for Craig Lamar to use as a springboard. If he says, okay, this is a big card, everyone's expecting to hear the writing, I don't think he'll necessarily outright him, but just overall performance and just clowning him, I feel like it could work. But QP, this is, you know what too though? QP, man, he's gonna use this writer's thing to his advantage, yo. Like, he goes to a different level with the charisma and the rhymes. And what QP does is like Lux kind of on a small level. You know what I mean? Because Lux is the only person that gets that lyrical on a big stage, but he's smiling, he's moving his shoulders, he's swagging out, and he's licking his lips. People are engrossed with like his physical actions that go along with that. QP is like that, but the small room version. You know, so I'm going to have to go with QP in a close battle. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this battle might end up being a low-key classic because I just maybe it's the big the big battles that he knows are gonna launch his career. Maybe they get Craig Lamar a little nervous and something happens with his brain when he's putting together his rhymes and he can't remember them or whatever. But I think this is like a real comfortable type of situation. I feel like QP is no pressure and this whole event is kind of like fun. That's another thing that I talk about. The fun in battle rap is this will put some fun back into it, man. I think people will really enjoy being there. The battlers will enjoy it and will enjoy watching it back. But I just feel like it's going to be that kind of situation where I don't think it's going to choke. And even if he does, he'll be able to bounce back fast. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say it's going to be a very, very good. I think I said classic earlier, but now it's going to be a very, very good battle. And I'm going to take QP just because there's always that factor of Craig Lamar slipping up. I hate to say it, but that factor is just always there. So I did like the whoopsie line. That shit was fire. But I'll say QP. And I think what's going to happen after this is that Craig Lamar might get some more looks. I feel like he's somebody else that would benefit from crossing over. And I would like to say people take QP more seriously, but I just don't know. You never know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable, but I just think this is going to be a great battle for him. So I got QP 2-1. Very good battle. Second best battle of the night. My bold prediction. All right, Chilla Jones versus Mr. Mills. If y'all haven't been paying attention to who Mr. Mills is, y'all not familiar with the name. He's been putting work on RBE and a bunch of other leagues that y'all might not consider, this is the cream of the crop top league that I only watch. No, Mr. Mills has been putting in work for years. I think he battled Big Kannon. He battled JC. He battled all kind of people, and he's fresh off of a crazy battle with Averb. If you haven't seen it yet, go view it. I believe it happened in St. Louis. So he gets the names. He doesn't get the names on the huge cards, right? But this is another thing I respect about RBE. Is that they give people like Mr. Mills, who might, on another platform, might be doing proving ground battles for 23 years. they just give him the names and try to see, you know, if he can develop into somebody that A, the fans love, you know what I mean, because that's more exposure, but B, like, that's how you really test your pen. You never know how good someone is going to do until their back's against the wall and they're put in that kind of position. So Mr. Mills has Chilla Jones. Now, I'm a Mr. Mills fan, right? But I don't think he can get Chilla, man. I think the difference between giving him Chilla and giving him somebody who's good on paper and is a name is just the Chilla. Like, he takes pride in seeing what he can come up with, and you can tell in the way he writes. And Chilla's had defining moments where you saw what he was made of. When you think, oh, he might take this battle off or whatever, like just like the prep battle comes to mind. The real deal battle comes to mind when it comes to strategizing and knowing your crowd and your audience. Like, Chilla's just had mad moments, and I feel like it's going to be hard for Mr. Mills to weather that storm. Now, when I do these predictions, I don't want somebody to lose 3-0 or 2-1. I'm just saying what I think is going to happen. I think this is going to be one of those battles where it's like, yo, Mr. Mills was dope, but Chilla won all 3 rounds. So that's my another bold prediction. Chilla in one of those 3-0 no body bags. I just like Chilla don't play with people, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes he doesn't connect, but I don't think he plays. I think Mr. Mills being a big dude, Chilla Jones gonna have some big dude bars. And I think, you know, everybody on this card is gonna they're gonna take pride in the fact that it's called writers. So, you know, if you're known for being a writer, you're not gonna slack on this card. B Magic and Born. Now, something that I always say is that Born could have been just hands down one of the best battle rappers. 2 things that did it for Born. One is his memory. 2, I think he just, sometimes he be getting salty after the battles. You know what I mean? He'll be like arguing with the fans, or maybe he'll argue with the league owners and shit. And it's held him back a little bit. I think if Born was I don't want to say humbled himself, because he's a good dude, but if Born just like didn't say nothing after the battle went down, he just might be in a different place. But Born is the man. Like, if you know him, he got the ill personality. So it's like, I would love, like, I feel like he could have been a star already. And I feel like, you know, in the early URL days when he was doing, like, I believe, like, the Calico battles and all that shit, and it wasn't going his way, he should have, instead of being like, yo, they're trying to play me, they're not lyrically better than me, I feel like his approach should have been, let me do some small room battles and rebuild my approach and reset the newborn expectancy. You know what I mean? I like the name drop, Born. But like I said, I think he's honestly one of the best. If you haven't seen Born battle in a while, or you just not paying attention, or you just go off of what other people say, do me a favor, watch Born versus Jonai. And if you don't know how to spell Jonai, that's Gjonaj. If you don't know how to spell Born, I'm not helping you. But watch Born versus Jonai. To me, that battle is like impeccable, right? That's a perfect example of what Born can be on a stage when he's comfortable. Like, this man is really, really good. Then you have B Magic on the other side. Now, B Magic is coming back. I'm interested to see what happens with B Magic going to New York. Like, I don't know if the issues were resolved. I don't know if he doesn't care. Like, I don't know. I'll try to catch up with B Magic again after the battle. But I like that he's coming out of retirement. It's something that people do not realize about B Magic. Because when you think B Magic, you think of, oh, punchlines coupled in your top like a wedding cake. Fire, right? But something that a lot of people don't pay attention to is the way he raps when he's in these battles. Like, he won't do like a double time, but he'll pick it up with a flow, like, I'm licking and flicking and thinking and thinking it though, and then he'll come back with the punchline. That shit makes the build up a million times better. You know what I mean? And like I understand how people aren't just infatuated with just the punchline piece, but B Magic can rap, and he can actually rap well. And I feel like when he's motivated, that's when you get those performances where he raps really well. When he's not, he just writes the punchline. And people like him and they like his style. And it's kind of funny how he's like, it just seemed like he's always high. He like, be motherfucking Magic, man. And that's a personality to play off of. But if we're going to be serious, like, he's an amazing rapper at the same time. And I think he has the advantage. I think people want to see B Magic come back. So they're going to lean towards like, oh, well, they're going to hang off of his every word. And they're going to want to say that he won, because I feel like with Born, there's no, I don't think he has as much fanfare as B Magic has. So if he does good, people be like, oh, Born did good, but B Magic was fire. Like, that's just psychologically, that's how battle fans work sometimes. But I honestly think this is going to be the best battle of the whole event. When they battled on the roof, the loser had to jump on the PGs. Like, I just like Born. Like, he's just... When Born's comfortable, he's amazing, man. And I think this is one of them battles where hopefully they bring that out of each other. I think from the first round, like the first couple lines on, people are going to know. This is going to be kind of like a weird thing for someone to say. But I want B Magic to go first, because if Born goes first and it's solid, then B Magic goes first and he's solid, people are gonna be like, yo, they're gonna be jumping out of their seats. You know what I mean? Just because of the punchline factor and because of the B Magic's back factor. But I feel like if B Magic goes first and Born gets to respond to all his rounds, people are gonna view the battle through a completely different scope. And something I've been realizing, if you guys ever watch a battle where one person did good, but it seemed like the other person clearly won, watch the battles backwards. I mean, watch the rounds backwards and watch how it changes your mindset. So sometimes when certain battles happen, I'm like, yo, I hope the dude with the, crowd bias disadvantage gets to go second, because I want to see how the crowd responds to him, so... no matter how it goes, though, it should be a dope battle. This is my definite battle of the night candidate. And I'm going to say that QP versus Craig Lamar is going to shock people and be the second best battle of the night. But, hold on, we have Big Kannon versus Danger Zone also on the card. I've been saying this for years, but Big Kannon is fire. He's one of the best battle rappers to me as far as skill set goes. Like, if you really look deep into his resume, like, you see the street freestyle battles with Disaster. You know what I'm saying? He's hung with the best of them. He's caught bodies. You know what I mean? I just think that, I always say this, that Big Kannon, people want him to market himself in a certain way. Like, subconsciously, when you watch a Big Kannon battle, I feel like people say to themselves, like, yo, he should play, he sounds like a preacher, he should play into it, or he's a big dude, he should have a whole bunch of I eat you bars or whatever. Like, it just just weird shit that people think subconsciously when they see you battle. And when you don't go along with that, they give you a different type of reaction. But just off skill set and talent, Big Kannon to me is one of the best battle rappers of all time. Not everybody can do what he does and cover all the bases. Ooh, God bless me. But anyway, so you have Danger Zone. I feel like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Danger Zone's run was impeccable. I feel like it started with that Lotta Zay battle. And I don't know if it's because he hasn't been taking as much battles, or you have battles like the one he did with Street Hymns, to where people aren't touting him as highly as they did a couple years back. But I feel like he is the same battler. He's the same writer, and I think this one is gonna be really hard. This is the hardest battle for me to call, man. A piece of me wants to say Danger is going to win 2-1, but a piece of me wants to say Kannon is going to win 2-1. So maybe this will be the best battle. If I can't even call it like that, maybe this will be the best one. I think this will have some of the most electrifying moments. I think Big Cannon's ability to rebuttal just puts him on a completely different level than a lot of battlers. Like, especially, I feel like when you can rebuttal, it doesn't matter against certain people that don't rebuttal. But I feel like somebody like Danger Zone, like he could say something crazy and Kannon can rebuttal it, and you like Danger Zone might just not respond. You know what I mean? He might not have a way to respond because he doesn't always write like that. Kannon and Danger. I'm gonna edge it Big Kannon. 2-1. 2-1. I'm gonna have Danger decidedly taking the first round and Big Kannon rebuttaling. Danger's gonna go first. And he's gonna take the first round. The second round, Big Cannon's gonna rebuttal. The crowd is gonna go crazy. And he's gonna coast second and third. But I think it should be a really dope battle. So just to recap, I got Loso 2-1 over Jay Murder, QP 2-1 over Craig Lamar, Chilla Jones, and a nobody 3-0 over Mr. Mills. I don't even think I called B Magic and Born. B Magic 2-1 over Born, and that's like a confused 2-1, like maybe like, but I think that's really gonna be the best battle of the night. B Magic versus Born. B Magic and a 2-1, and Big Kannon 2-1 over Danger Zone. Let me know what you guys think. What you guys think is gonna happen. Salute to ARP, RBE, Shata, my man Lawrence, everybody involved over there, because I feel like you have to take chances. Like, the fact that they even sold this event out is crazy, because just looking at this card, it's like there's no super huge names that you would expect to pack a venue in NYC by themselves. But it's like the themes are gonna be what saves battle rap. For people who say, oh, battle rap is dead, I don't like battle rap. Yo, if you're watching this vlog right now and you think battle rap is dead and you don't like watching it that much, pay attention to this card. Pay attention to this, because cards like this are gonna be the ones that bring the interest to that small room vibe and feel, and the nostalgia back to battle rap. I feel like you watch a card like this and you're like, oh shit, this is why I like battle rap in the first place. So with that being said, venue is sold out. Rapgrid.com. Writer's block should be available in the next 48 hours. I'm going to be staying in tune to the battles, everything that's going on. You know, we'll release trailers and everything when the battles are ready. And just salute on RBE for putting together something so dope that has everybody talking about it. Goes down today, 2 p.m. I don't know, maybe you can pay somebody at the door $8 million and sneak into the venue at the last minute if you want to see the battle that bad.